I am Dory Jo Stoll with Prairie Scraps, and we are here live on YouTube and Facebook. And I am excited to do this particular craft because we are going to use some Dollar Tree things to make some flocked velvet looking um, Valentines. I'm real excited about it. So, with that, we will get going here. I was trying to get my garbage bag. I had to change my garbage. It was like leaking all over the floor. It was crazy. I don't know what it was, but it was like it's probably paste or ink, but it was red liquid. So I'm like, get it out of here quick. So anyway, we are going to do a little bit of painting here. So I'll get going while I explain what we're going to be doing. But some of the things that you're going to want are some acrylic paints. I've just got some apple barrel. I've had it around for a very long time. I actually think I used these to paint my daughter's bedroom when she was like a tot. So, and she's, mid 20s. So there's that. These are some containers. They're a 4-piece Valentine container that I got at the Dollar Tree a couple years ago. I thought I would use them more than I have. I got 2 packs of them. They come in a pack with 4 of them in there. So we're going to use that. Sorry, it's kind of a noisy thing. You'll want to have some space to like be able to paint and make a mess because, it's going to make a mess. It's not crafting without being messy. And we've got that. Oh, baking soda. That's the other thing that you're going to want. And I have saved up. I kind of cheated. This is something we did as our family craft over the Christmas holiday. So we did do it then with ornaments. And I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to do it with something else. We're going to use these 3D hearts. They're like a container that comes open, but that's not the point we're going to do. I'm probably going to paint it shut. If you were concerned about them coming open after you're done, you could maybe put some super glue or hot glue on it to get it better. But you'll need these little skewers, and those come from Dollar Tree as well. A couple of paper plates and a box. So we use the skewers in the box for doing this project. Let's see if we can. I don't know. Well, it sticks on the end like that. So we'll see where we go with this. I don't know. But and I do have 4 to work on. I don't know if we'll do all 4. We'll see how they go. I'm just going to start right off. I've got a couple of different like pinks and 2 purples and a pink. I don't know what I was thinking. I got these. Get rid of the noisiness. Sorry about that. And cute enough, these look like they come with little strings. Actually, a pretty good baker's twine that came with them. Probably won't use it for this project. And then also these little happy Valentine's Day little hearts that went with them too. So that's not going to be it. These I think would be really cute, like if you made a garland or whatever. We'll see. We'll see how they turn out. It is a little bit of an experiment. It always is. We'll get you down here so you can see. And let me make sure that you say hello when you come in. Start. I don't know. I was kind of going towards this color purple. I liked this one. It is the apple barrel. It's gloss. This one's gloss. Oh, that one's the pink is gloss, and the other one does not say gloss. Acrylic paint, and it's called Deep Purple. Is it even open? I don't know. Sometimes you don't. It's brand new. It is brand spanking new. I never used it. That's crazy. All right. It is open now. Probably don't want it tipping over. This is the disaster part. That's funny. Gosh, I don't know when it says 2009. I probably literally bought it then. Literally. It's kind of funny. All right, we're going to put the lid back on, make sure it's good and mixed up. Well, I guess it won't be dried up. When we did this at Christmas, we did like plastic ornaments, and we just tried to use up what paints we had on hand. And actually what we thought were going to be what we thought were going to be the ugliest colors ended up being the most beautiful colors. We used brown and a dark green and a light green and literally loved the brown. The brown was amazing. Oh, we did some blue too. Somebody wanted blue. I can't remember who. But anyway, that's okay. So we're going to just start out and try to hold it still and get it done on both sides. And then we're going to let them dry between layers. It should probably... Oh, I already did my shirt. Not good. Maybe I'll do one side, lay it out to dry, and then do the other side. Maybe that's what we're doing here. You want to get it a good amount, I think, on it. I don't want to cover up the hole because I do want to use the hole for hanging them after we're done. But yeah, the first layer when we did this together also was very difficult to see. So I'm just going to leave it set out to dry. Otherwise, if you could get them strung on the skewers, you could stick it into a box to dry. And that worked really great. We just took the lids off the ornaments and that worked awesome. So maybe we'll do 2 pink and 2 purple and see how it goes. Not really much skill for this, so kids could do it, other than it is permanent. So, you know, cover your work surface. Put on old clothes, as you can see. No, I don't have old clothes on, but yeah, I'm clearly already well into this. Let's say that. I am going to do that hanger because I don't want it to be red. So I'm just going to set this aside, and then we'll get some pink going as well. You're not having fun until you get paint everywhere. That's the rule. So make sure you say hello if you're coming on in. I love to hear from you. Do you guys do anything fun for Valentine's Day? Love to hear about your Valentine's Day. Oop, that one's open. And it's watery, so we're going to try to get that mixed up. Hold the lid for sure. We don't want to splatter everywhere because acrylic paint is permanent. So you know, in case you were wondering. This one is called Pure Pink, and the other one is called, which one did I do? Deep Purple, it's called. I don't know if they have the colors anymore. Like I said, these are some old paints, and they're huge. I don't know what I was thinking. Hi, Pam. Good to see you. We are doing some velvet. Ooh, this is covering nicely, actually. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm just doing one side here so that we can flip it over and do the other side. Just do as much as I can. It's kind of a mess if you have to. Oop. The second coat's going to be the key here. Hello, Noni. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. We are making some Valentines from some Dollar Tree hearts. These are little containers they had in 4 packs. Oh my goodness, my hands. I'm bound and determined to make a mess. Anything I could do to entertain you today by making a mess, that's what I'm going to do. All right, let's get some drying done here. I think this was the hardest part. We had to just let everything dry in between. So hopefully you guys, what kind of things do you guys do for Valentine's Day? Usually I just give my kids some sort of candy on Valentine's morning. They get it at the breakfast table. They don't get to eat it for breakfast usually. Well, I guess as long as they eat their breakfast, they can eat it. Mine are getting kind of old. If they eat it all, oh well, they know what they're doing to themselves. I think this was the hardest part about the whole thing, was waiting for paint to dry. So this is about as hard as it gets. Like I said, these would be really cute. Just hang them around wherever you've got. They would be cute, like just to hang it on a doorknob, you know, drawer knob or whatever in your house. But I think they're going to look beautiful once we're done. So we're going to get these fairly dry. Dry up, dry up. And the reason you want to use acrylic paint instead of the chalk paint, our chalk paint is water soluble. So, or chalk paste. You don't want to, I don't want to stick my fingers in it, but I have a feeling this is going to be one of those projects. If I could get it to stop twirling around. There we go. No, still not going to cooperate very well. Get the other side. This is only the first coat. We want to do a couple coats so it's fully covered because we don't want it to be clear. Do you guys celebrate Valentine's Day? To hear about everybody's celebrations. Okay, so I am going to get my box ready over here. I think. Set this over here. That's still a little wet around the edges. Once you start doing all the sides, you definitely have to do something to. We're gonna hopefully be able to keep this going. I know that I have the pointy side in here because it doesn't really fit, and I'm just gonna stick the other side in here. There we go, to dry. So if you can see that, that's what I did to get it to dry. Let's see. I might be, oh, I'm getting purple paint everywhere. I have on my phone, I have on my camera. You know. Hi, Christy. Good to see you. There we go. There it is. You can see the mess in the background. I'm just sticking it in a box to make it dry. And since we only have 4, I can kind of pre-put the hole in. The box, it's not hard to put the hole in the box. So we'll just get that in there before we start. And then do our other purple heart. Oh, that one goes on. So maybe it was just that one. I don't know. I didn't try any other ones. I tried the one and it didn't go in. So it only went down on the dowel. There we go. Maybe you don't have the purple mixed up as well because it's the acrylic paint will stay better on the plastic. And I did a lot of research about this during Christmas and how to do this, and found that everybody said they stayed there, kind of like a little dangly fishing pole there. Hi, Christy. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. That's okay. I just got started and I kind of started right on in because I knew that I'd be doing several coats of paint here to do this. Oop, this one doesn't go down on it either. Why does it sound like somebody's here? That only happens when I go live. People stop by. Who would be here? Maybe it's across the street. All the noisy trucks come. Okay, here we go. Getting this one in there. Oop. Don't flip it off. That would be bad. Hi, Karen. Good to see you. Yes, I know. And I just got on. I usually go at 2:00, but my good friend Amber, we started chatting. It's been so long, like before Christmas even. Since we've talked, we've both been going every which way. We haven't had a chance to talk or see each other or have coffee or do anything. So, all right, don't flip the box off. This pink bet has way better coverage than the purple does. So we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. At least if it's lean it away from myself so it's not on my clothes. Brushes, and they were on my order then. Oh no, shoot. Yeah. I have several actually, but think I paid more. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm kind of got a balancing on this box. This is one of my shipping boxes so that they can dry. Still wet. The hard thing is these are shiny, so it's hard to tell when they're dry even. Okay, and I think I need to get ready for this the next step, because the next step is going to be, I'm going to need the plates, and I'm going to need, I've just got the big honking bag of baking soda from Costco, but you could use, you definitely, I mean, this is still from Christmas. We hardly even made a dent in it. So stay tuned for this part of it. All right, so let's come back to this. Oop, I just stuck my hand into full-on wet paint. So that is not ready to paint yet. I can't even tell because these are actually, they're gloss paint. I'm just using what I have on hand. Do you guys have like that, you know, box of acrylic paint on hand, you know, that you never get around to? Let's see if I can get this side instead of reaching over. Oh, I do see where the problem is. I have like a great big like Rubbermaid box just full of acrylic paints, but I hardly ever use acrylic paint, so I was really excited to find this activity. The hearts are from Dollar Tree. They came in a 4-pack. They're containers actually, and they've got a little hook on the top to hang them. They come with a little, they were from a couple years ago. I haven't seen them but at our Dollar Tree, but our Dollar Tree hardly has any supplies. They're starting to put out Easter and not much for Valentine. They got a little bit of Valentine's, but they've had Valentine's up since before Christmas because they ran out of Christmas stuff way before Christmas. Hello, Amber, my friend. Good to see you. This must look weird on the video. You're just tuning in. I've got these Dollar Tree little hearts, plastic hearts containers. They're coming a 4-pack, and they were back when the Dollar Tree was $1. So these cost me $0.25 a piece. I'm always proud of myself when I could do things for under $1, right? All right, let's see if we can get this one off of here. Oops. Of course, I'm going to lose connection. All right, we'll see if we can get the whole thing of this, because we want to get the whole thing covered. And while it's still wet, we're going to do the baking soda on it. I won't lie, we had an assembly line where the girls, most of us painted, and my one daughter, when we did this as a family with the ornaments, my one daughter then just did the baking soda part for us. She was really good at it. She just sat there and did baking soda, and I probably would have, well, you'll get to see in a hot minute here how well I do with the baking soda, because I'll put baking soda on this. You could also use Mod Podge if it dried between, but why, you know, why use another medium when you can just use the paint you have out? If you were worried about somebody opening up this, which I'm not really too worried about, I guess, you could a little. So while it's still wet, this is sopping wet. Sorry, I went a little off camera. What we're going to do is we're going to take baking soda and just sprinkle it on there and try to get it completely covered with baking soda. And it will look like, you know, it's not a purple heart. It's going to be a white heart. But trust me on this. And then we're going to let these dry. And it's okay to like pick it up and keep, you know, you just want to get full coverage on it. So you just kind of, we even found you can sort of rub it in it. It was fine. Nothing turned out bad. I think we had a couple that like had some spots that didn't even get covered, and all we had to do was go in, and I've seen I just watched video after video of this before we did it, and then we tried it out. But this was so much fun, and we all loved how they turned out. So there, I think that's going to be good. We've got it pretty covered. So there's what it looks like. It just looks like, powdered sugar or something, right? And it's not harmful. So there we go. We're just going to put that, get a good view of that, right? In there to dry. No, hopefully we won't get any on our computer stuff. That would be bad. I don't know why, but my hubby does not always appreciate my projects of being on the computer stuff. Okay, we'll try to do this other one. And oops, this one looks up. Oh, I see. I think I'm pushing it apart. It really doesn't take all that much paint either. I was hoping to use up some of my bottles of paint, and we didn't even go through a whole bottle. We had small bottles for Christmas. We use green. You could do brown. You could do dark red. That would be beautiful on these hearts. Oh my goodness. I just, whatever colors you want, whatever inspires you. Okay. I think we got this one all the way around. Doesn't take a ton of paint. And actually, look at how much better it looks with that second coat of paint. And that purple was not going very well for me at all. All right. In the first coat didn't look great. Try to keep this out of the paint. This you don't want to put it back into the bag. We did have that conversation at Christmas. My daughter was trying to be really neat and like shovel it up and put it back in. We're like, that's kind of a food, but so once you use it to go over the paint, don't reuse it. That's not good. And it's okay to get all the spots, if you need to kind of press it in, that's okay too. That works. Let's get this side over here. A little bit of purple in there just fell off. I don't even know. Oh, it probably came from the top here. All righty. Try to get that one. There's that one. I don't know if you can totally. I know this is kind of awkward. Let me get this up a little maybe. Nope, wrong way. There you go. Ooh, a lot of that fell off. We did kind of end up with a powdered mess when we did it, which is okay. There you go. All right. And it's pretty quick and easy, right? Quick and easy. Is it cold in my camper? It would be. We don't have snow right now. Yay. The sun was out when I came in. It is chilly. It's not chilly in my camper right now because I have a little box heater on the floor, and it does pretty well. Actually, once I shut myself in, when I open it up, it starts pumping out because it does it according to temperature. And yeah, so sometimes if you watch my videos long enough, you'll see me start to perspire. I'll like start sweating in here because it's so hot because it'll just keep pumping air. It's not a really good temperature regulated, so I'm gonna get some more here. Probably one of the most inexpensive, since these, cost only $0.25 a piece, basically. Technically, you could do this, I think, on just about anything. You could probably do it on, whatever shapes they have, in Dollar Tree for the Valentine's Day. Whoops. Feel free to, use your imagination for this, because this is, it's kind of fun. It's kind of addicting, actually. And now, I have another set of these like on a garland, and I'm thinking maybe I should, where did I put that hole? Maybe I should do the other 4 because this is so much fun. Oops, I didn't get a little bit of that top there. I see that. And I know they don't look like anything right now, but it's okay. It's going to work. I promise. I hope so anyway. And, sometimes that's how crafting is. A little bit of trial and error, right? What fun would it be if we weren't trying and having, there's really no mistakes in crafting. It's just a new adventure. You just have to figure out how to fix it, right? There's no real mistakes. Everything is fixable. Nothing to get stressed about if you don't do a perfect job. Even like I saw one of these, I had a little goober of paint on it. It's okay. You're never going to see it. You're never, you know, it's good. We're good. It's just fun. It's supposed to be fun and relaxing crafting. No, actually, you would think so. You would think that the paint would soak through, but actually what's going to end up happening is once it's dried, we're going to take and just dust off with either a brush. Actually, we use a brush, and at Christmas, we just stood outside the door. It was actually pretty cold. I brought two here so that I could kind of use one to transfer to the other. That way I'm still catching the baking soda and reusing it. Just take a brush and lightly brush it off. And actually, it doesn't really matter how hard you brush. It will totally take off the extra layer. And we've had them on the tree and nothing seems to be, coming off of it. It sort of soaks in and you do see the color once you try to get that top section there. Seems like wherever my finger is, it's kind of a mess. All right, we'll put that there. I know there's like flocking material. You can actually, there you go. You can see all four. Wrong way. There you go. Kind of see them. Oh, bugger. Why can't you just cooperate? My little thing keeps... There we go. Sorry. Not the most ideal way to go here. And that's it. That's all for this. Actually, what I was really kind of excited about too, well, I guess you could use baker's twine to put on these or just regular twine. But what looks really beautiful is getting some velvet, some of the velvet ribbon. And I got some of this burgundy velvet ribbon at the 70% off at Joann Fabrics. So I don't know what that is. It was originally $4.99. Oops, and I just got baking soda all over that. This is going to be like a little bit from this point on. I'm going to get my paint out of the way so I don't get that all over the place. And then I'm going to shut up my baking soda so I don't shoosh any of the rest of it in there. Or you could just use a real pretty ribbon, whatever you want on this. See if we can, I don't know. You want to wait till it's dry. And that's going to be the hard thing to tell because I don't want to do a dryer on it. So let's see if we can use a dry brush on this and show you what, yep. Oops, it's a little wet yet. But to give you an idea, I'm not going to go too far on this because I want it to dry completely before I do it. But you can kind of see how it's the color shows through once you start brushing it. And I haven't done this. Once it's dried, it's fine. But if you go too soon, we did find it did take a while for it to completely dry and get ready to come off. So, and I don't want to blow it because we don't want to have a big poof of baking soda everywhere. But let me just show you. I'll just do this one side real good here. So you could see, isn't that nice? It's a little wet yet. So you can see it's like still kind of wet, but yeah, it's magical actually because it looks completely white when you do it. And then when you brush it off later on, because you want to give it a good amount of time to dry. And you can see if you see the shininess through, then you're still not dry enough. That makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense to you. But you can start to see it looks like velvet. So unfortunately, like I said, at this point, I'll have to leave it be. And it works best to like get the get the baking soda off when it's fully dry. So we're just going to leave that as it is right now. Let it dry and be watching on the page for pictures of it, because I will take some pictures of it done. But so you can see this is how it looks. And I promise you, once it dries, like I said, I don't want to take a tool to it, because a drying tool to it, because it's gonna go poof indoors. But it works really nice with the brush outside. It'll just just dissipate when you brush it off. So I'll just be leaving this here for a while to dry. You don't have to watch paint dry. The paint does not soak through. It just like soaks in the baking soda, and then it looks like for a couple of fish bowls. You're funny. Yes, but you can have some. I have like a stringer of them, I think. I have a suitcase just full of Valentine's things. So anyway, I hope you all have a very blessed evening. Where are you going to hang them? I think, just like on the door, I'll just put a ribbon on them and hang them up, as decoration wherever. I just think they're so simple and so nice. If you have your tree still up, you can make it a Valentine's tree. If you do a Valentine's tree, I'd love to hear about it. Send me a picture or post it in my Prairie Scraps Chalkin'. Make sure you do all the things. If you're on YouTube, subscribe and hit that bell. And if you're on the page, make sure you like and, comment. That all helps me out. Have a very blessed evening, and make sure you keep on crafting.